So the decision was made. God decided that everybody gets to spend eternity either with him or away from him. That's nice. And to make it even better, he lets us make the decision for ourselves: eternity with God or eternity away from God. Now, I've heard pretty much mostly atheists will ask, like, well, why does God send me to hell? Or when did I make a decision to go to hell? Well, the reason God sends you to hell is because of his decision that you can spend eternity with him or away from him. And he allows you to be the one who decides that. So that's when you make your decision. Now, if you want to spend eternity with God, which is going to be, with all the blessings and nice things, it's going to be wonderful, then all you have to do is believe the gospel: the death, the burial, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. If you don't want that, if you don't like God, you don't believe God, if you don't want to spend eternity with him, then your only other option is to spend eternity away from him, which is not going to have any good things at all. It's going to be all bad. The lake of fire, torment, eternal torment. So just don't believe the gospel. Anything else other than the death, burial, and resurrection, and you get to spend eternity away from God based on your decision. And that eternity away from God is the lake of fire. So you can be a good person. You could be a really great person, but you reject the gospel. You could be religious or non-religious. You can spit at God. You can praise God. It doesn't matter. If you reject the gospel, the death, the burial, and the resurrection, then you're automatically choosing to reject God for eternity. That's it. It's your decision. I recommend the first one: believe the gospel. Go to heaven, spend eternity with God. It's going to be pretty awesome. But, if you don't want to, if you think you're going to do good works and that's what's going to open heaven up for you, it's not. Do good works. They're great. They're wonderful. It's a blessing to everybody around you. But it's not going to open the door to heaven. There will be a judgment. And if you reject the gospel, your judgment is going to be eternity away from God. If you accept the gospel, your eternity will be with God. And then your works will be judged based on for rewards, not for salvation. It's completely different. If you believe. To me, it seems like a pretty easy choice, but a lot of people reject it. Well, go on, God bless. Choose the gospel. Choose eternity with God.